Right, now I've managed to turn that down, I can actually talk to you guys, because you can't actually do it through the menu. Yeah, we'll keep a little bit of volume on, why not? Why not? One viewer at the moment, so... Right. So this is Heroes 3 of Might and Magic, what I probably, well, definitely what I grew up with playing in the early thousands, but it is what it is. I've got to remember I'm on webcam so I can't scratch my nose. Basically, this is a game of attack and defense. I'm actually going to do this. Right, so basically this is a very, as you can see, quite an old game. It's a turn-based strategy game, attack and defend, that sort of thing, or everything is turn-based. Hero movement and combat. And the way combat starts is we have to go and find combat, but as you can see we have bloody pixies and that's it. Now and all the combat is turn-based as well. So after I've done a few bits, we'll try and get into some fights, and we'll get that. As you can see down here is my resource bar. Oh, I've got to remember not to be a bit careful poking up here, because if I do that, I actually press on my other screen, because I have two monitors running, so I can keep an update on how the stream's going, and if it starts failing miserably, as I tried to do Star Wars Forces of Corruption earlier, and nearly burnt my laptop out. So, in this game, as you saw, I've had to pick a few castles and some enemies. I've picked this one. Yes, it's the one that comes with fairies. No, I don't care. This is the Elemental Castle. Basically you collect elementals as your soldiers, and it's based around your magic capabilities, which this hero doesn't seem to have a spell book. We'll have to fix that. So I might actually leave the sound off, which is a shame because I really like the sound in this game, but otherwise you probably won't be able to hear me, so there is that. Now we go into our castle, and the way turns are denoted is in days. So every turn I can build a building, in which case I'm actually going to start doing up my money, which you get through town halls, but to upgrade it all the way I'm going to need a few bits and pieces. So we figured out it's got a Passis is actually a from research interacting with these. Passis is a lady, so we're going to get a spell book for her. Although she's a magic elemental, so you can't really see them, so they have a spell book now. And we've learned Cure, which removes all negative effects and heals a small number of hit points. Kraken, Dispel, removes all spell effects. Magic Arrow does a bit of damage. View Air reveals the location of all unclaimed artifacts to the caster. Yeah, handy-ish. Protection from water, reducing the damage from water spells. So we've done that. We're going to recruit some more pixies, and we're going to recruit some air elementals because we can. So the way this works is you get a certain amount of basically like action points. You basically move around and collect stuff. I'll have to do that while I'm in battle. It's weird to like do the settings like volume. You have to be in game, and to do all the settings for combat, you have to sort of be in combat. So we're going to go to this thing, Learning Stone, and get some XP. What does she have? We've got enough time. I want to get archery. Actually, no, we're going to get ballistics because we want to wait out for a particular spell called Knowledge. I believe it's Knowledge. Wisdom, that's it, which allows us to learn better spells. I'll get a bit more XP from this chest. Lovely jubbly. Oh, ballistics though. Oh, we'll go ballistics. That's really good, especially when we start sieging castles. Now, I don't know what he's going to teach me, so we're going to leave him alone. Right. I've got a bit more of the map, so we're going to go to our end turn button, or it's called time pass in here. Now to get I mean, we could build that now, but we're just basically going to do it in one go. So we're going to build a blacksmith because we do get ballistas, which is what our artillery is for. We can't really just go past him though, can we? Yeah. We've got some sprites. What do we have up here? We've got a bit of lumber. Okay, we'll get some lumber. And some ore up here as well. All the resources are important to one degree or another. Some castles use more particular resources than others. The one I'm playing currently will use sulfur. No, we're not getting Altar of War. What am I clicking and a marketplace, because that actually allows us to trade resources for other resources. But the more marketplaces we have, the more as you can see here, you get better exchange rates. So at the moment, to get 1 sulfur is 5 grand, and that is a terrible exchange rate. I better check the microphone's on. I'm going to feel really embarrassed. Yep, my microphone is on, otherwise I'd be rambling to myself. Alright, so we got that done. She can move a bit more to the ore. I'm going to go to the crystals, get a bit more attack skill, and a bit more defense skill. I suppose I better explain this, right? So basically, the way your heroes work is you have attack skill. It adds attack to your troops. Same with defense. The way spell power determines the duration or the strength of a spell, which is ours is 1 at the moment. It's pretty pitiful. Now, there's 2 types of heroes. In this particular one, you'll get Passis is a planeswalker, and you get elementalist. Elementalists generally tend to be based more around spell casting, but pretty much you can build any hero how you want. But they start with their offense, so basic all hand-to-hand units, the damage is increased by 10%. Artillery, I mean, I don't really use. I mean, I can build them, so I do use them. So advanced artillery gives control of the ballista to the hero, where before the AI would take control of it, and allowing 2 shots with a 75% chance of it doing double damage. And ballistics just allows us to take control. Yeah, allowing you to aim shots. I'll be honest with you, there's no point in aiming shots. It's nothing. I've got good luck. Luck basically increases if your units do a critical attack, which is double damage, which is actually increased by these 2 artifacts here. And morale actually, my morale is pretty neutral at the moment. Elementals aren't really affected by morale in any way, so leadership abilities are completely wasted on our side 2 units we'll get later on. But positive morale means they can be blessed with extra attacks, or as you can see, if their morale is poor, they will freeze in combat, which is not good. We have our catapult here, which we can't move. You have to have that equipped, and our spell book, which is obviously we're going to go to combat spells. It's pretty poor. Pretty poor, so we're going to go down here, get that, then we're going to go up and round because we can. There's loads of low level units, gremlins, magogs are a bit more nasty. We have here Gnoll Marauders, bloody gnolls. Right, so we're going to go around here, sulfur, yeah. Oh right, we can do that now. Let's start increasing our town hall, start raking in that cash. Is how I just, if you can get the cash flowing, you're generally going to do alright. Now, I don't have any range units yet. Now, did I visit that? No, I didn't. Why didn't I visit that? You idiot, Tom. Gives us more spell power. Oh no. We're going to decline for the moment. It was our spell power that was pretty awful. So we're going to go with for 1,000 gold. Yeah, I can afford it. What does this do? Shrine of Incantation. I can now learn the spell of slow. Good old slow. Right, now, next step up is to build a capital. Now, we can't build a capital without a castle. And before we do that, we have to build a citadel. And you'll notice, I'm not sure, not with this particular mod, but I've got another one where basically, as you level up your towns, the image you'll see here will change. But that's on the Horn of the Abyss, and I didn't really fancy playing that. And I've learned Shield, which the status window doesn't tell us anything, but okay. Castle. Although I've got action points left, I'm going to leave Passis there, and there's a reason for that. Now, what your castle does, or what your castle will do, is as you increase it, you'll get turrets that will shoot baddies as they get close. But also they increase a creature's growth. So every week, as you saw, right, we're now on week 2, day 1. Every week, basically, all your units have bibbies, and you can recruit more. I really didn't do that right, did I? Yeah, it's already in there. So we're going to get those. A bit skint, but we'll now get 4 grand a day, which isn't too bad. I'm still really not in a position to be really killing anything at the moment, which is a little bit annoying, but we're going to have to grab him, aren't we? I ain't fussed, depending... What's he going to give me? Alright, logistics, okay. Right, I wanted to become an expert in all fields of magic. It looks like I've got to give one up, but let's face it, it's going to be air, earth, and water. As, I'll be honest with you, fire is... yeah, it's alright. I've never really... I'm now at the point where I've got to start killing stuff if I want to get anywhere. So we're actually going to skip a turn. Not normally something you want to do, but Altar of Water. We can now recruit some water elementals, which should be pretty snazzy. We don't have any mines either, so we're going to start running out of resources pretty quickly. But I reckon we can take. Yeah, we can take some gremlins. Yeah, the gremlins run away. We're not going to fight them. Stone gargoyles. I'm not really sure about taking those on. Once again, we're going to skip our turn because we may as well. Altar of Fire. Fire elementals. Now, one thing I will say about the elemental castle is they are quite expensive. Yeah, we'll go for the gnolls. They want to join us? Yeah, we got room. Right, so I'm gonna go for those. Ooh, zombies. Oh, sorry, are they zombies? Yeah, they're zombies. Versions before are just called The Walking Dead. Do you remember that show was good? You know, it wasn't just about people arguing. Yeah, I'm gonna take the XP, bugger it. Yeah, I got a bit disheartened with The Walking Dead after a while. Tell you what, right, I'm looking at that live stream up on my other monitor. It's like, yeah, one person watching. It's like, oof. My fragile masculinity's taken a bit of a beating there. Don't get me wrong, I wasn't exactly expecting to go bloody viral or anything. Yeah, Altar of Earth, nice and muddy. Alright, we're now at a point now where we've got loads of different units and we can pretty much bully our way around, so that's good. So we're going to go bully boy everything around. The sprites, they don't want to fight, so we're not going to... I would rather not lose units. I'll take basic air magic. It's good to learn. Something I was going to learn anyway for free because it costs a lot of money otherwise. What do they want to do? Now we're going to get loads of chests. And we'll go for the XP. Advanced air magic. Yeah, that sounds good. We'll take the money because that's not a lot of XP, and we'll take the XP again. Basic wisdom. There we go. Lovely. We got everything we wanted. What did he teach me? Air magic's good. Air magic is one of those ones where the spells are normally just worth the pennies, basically. What's in here? Backpack. Oh, that's just okay. They've added some features. Fair enough. It's always nice when the Altar of Thought, so we can create psychic elementals. I love the art style for this castle. This sort of whimsical. It feels magical. It feels magical. Altar of Fire, that requires an upgraded Altar of Air. I thought it was a bit weird. It was... yeah. Speaking of Altar of Air, excuse me, we are going to upgrade that because that will give us Storm Elementals, which will allow us to, well, actually get some ranged attacks. Naga growth. Oh, good thing we ain't got any tower castles on here. Well, we have, but yeah, do you wish to engage them? No, can't be bothered. And what's that? Mystical Garden. I need to check a few bits. Nope, we're going to turn quick combat off. Actually, no, we will turn quick combat on and see what happens. Show move path, show hero reminder. Do you know what? We are actually going to fight something, because I actually do want to show you the combat. We're going to fight Magogs, because we want to go there. Because Magogs are good. Well, they're not good, they're trash. Everything from that castle is trash. Right. Let's go fight the Magogs. Do you want to accept? Yeah, bugger it. We'll have that. We'll take the money. Now, at this point, I would actually No, my morale is neutral. How bizarre. Normally if you start mixing too many creatures from different castles, you start taking a morale penalty, as like your units are so cobbled together they just don't get on. Especially if you've got undead units in your army. Your armies generally don't like that either, but undead are a very special case. So we're going to upgrade everything. This is probably going to leave us very, very poor. We can turn those into ice elementals, energy elementals. We didn't do the rocks. We didn't do the rock people. Which is a bit bizarre. Yeah, okay, right. So if I just press that, we can just... Yep, we are now completely... We'll get rid of the gnolls. They're not archers. Archers are more important than some rubbish tier 1 unit. Right, let's actually fight something. Do you wish to... No. Do you want to engage them? Yep. Apply battle result. We're actually going to fight. Oh, right. No. Okay. That's not the button we press for that one then. I'll upgrade that. Why not? We're here. So we're going to do that. Do you wish to engage them? Yep. Apply battle result? No. Right, cool. Okay, it's opened up in a separate window. Normally this would full screen, which is a little bit annoying. How do we do that? All statistics, spellbook animation, auto combat options, animation speed. Okay, how do we... do you know what? Forget it. Right, so okay, there's my power. I'm assuming it would show what I can do. I'm assuming it would show what the other hero can do. So here we have Master Gremlins, attack, defense. Right. So now we take turns. What I am going to do, however, is... No, we'll leave the hex grid on. Actually, no, the hex grid's annoying me. We'll get rid of the hex grid. Return to game. There we go, it's much better. Right, so the sprites, we're going to move them in. It's all turn-based. They're a range unit, so we can shoot. You'll see there's a image of a broken arrow. This means that if you move them up and got them in range, it'd be a bit better. There's also obstacles between them, so they will actually do less damage, but gremlins are so weak it doesn't matter. Certain units can fly, like the energy elementals can fly. And the sprites can fly, so I'm going to shoot them. Now, everything's going to go for the sprites, because everything always goes for the sprites, and we win. There you go. It's literally that simple. Pack of Magi. Do you wish to... Yes. Much better than Magogs. What's that? The Glyph of Gallantry. Yeah. What does that require? Mage Guild level 2? Yeah. Of course I'm going to get that. It's like the best stuff. It's not. It's really not. Altar of Thought. Now I will be completely skinned. Yep. So we're going to have to start of the Raven. What was there? Stonic Watchman. Oh, look, some more ore. At this point, it's just resources worth trading. Magic University, we'll get that. That's what we want to get, and it basically means we can get past this learned and some more magic. Now, this entire game's quite interesting because it seems to be built around the concept of how badly can you game it, and I believe it's something they actively try to encourage, which is obviously hilarious. What do I want? A resource silo, 1 mercury every day. We'll get them. We've got a bit more cash. That increases sprite production by 10. So yeah, we'll bolster our troops. My wrist's going dead already. What does that do? Library of Enlightenment. Caretaker opens the door, looks upon you up and down. You are neither famous, diplomatic enough. Come back when you think yourself worthy. Well, screw you, man. Well, you see here, I haven't got enough money for that. Artifact merchants, yeah, that's expensive, so we're not going to do that just yet. We should start seeing other heroes start appearing. Do you wish to engage them? Yes. Yeah, we'll apply this a bit differently. See if we can bait them out with those. We'll take that one down. I suppose I better cast some magic. There's no point. I ain't got a lot of power. See if we can bait them out a little bit. Get my strong stuff in. But they're all going to go for... Yeah, they're all going to go for... Yeah, they're all going to go for the sprites. For some reason, the AI seems to hate them. And I've got no idea why, but... So if I send them down here, they'll have no choice but to fight the hard stuff. Right, so if we just get him in there. I am actually going to turn the speed down a little bit. It's a bit too quick for me. There we go. Expert artillery, we'll go for that. Now these things, the obelisks, will do something interesting. Basically get a puzzle, and as the puzzle piece is taken away, you'll be shown a location on the map where you'll get, I believe it's called a grail. That's it. It's called a grail, and basically gives you a unique building in the game that basically, well, makes you overpowered. I generally don't bother getting it, as you have to, you know, this has an over and underworld. So, yeah. Oh, dead legs. I'm sort of sat on my chair with my legs crossed. It's just not the way you use a chair. I'll upgrade those to magma elementals, and I can upgrade those to magic elementals. Because we're the magic man, yeah, we'll pay for all of those, thank you. Make myself poor. I'm going to go for the other castle because it's not owned by anyone and only guarded by stone golems. So actually we're not going to do that because we want water magic because teleport and it's just broken, and earth magic because you know, if you can get yourself to your own town hall like that, it's pretty overpowered. Astrologers proclaim the month of Wolf Rider. Sorry. Oh, look, Wolf Riders. Do you wish to engage them? Yes. See, look, every time the AI is like, I'm going to kill your sprites. It's like, no. Normally I wouldn't give to, you know, but it's like, no, on principle, I'm not going to let you gim on these ladies for once. They always gim them. It's really infuriating. So I just roadblock them. I can hopefully use their hatred to drive them into something they otherwise wouldn't want to fight. I'm going to go for the magic elementals again. Yeah, you let me know how that goes, mate. We'll kill him because the sprites can now get their revenge. There you go. Wonderful. Yeah, we'll apply that. We'll auto-resolve that. Advanced logistics. Absolutely. Logistics basically allows you to move across the map a bit faster. So how's that go? We need a tavern. Once again, focusing on building the money. Yeah, it's pretty awful at the moment. But that's not where we want to go. We're going to want to go down here. So now we got that, that's fine. We can use that as like a roadblock sort of place later on. Especially as we get resources, we'll start doing our mage guilds up, which is pretty important. We're just going to do the marketplace and the mage guild and just build it all up in one go. You won't be able to build a capital, as you can only have a capital in one town at a time. I should also explain where my head is. There is also a mini map. Oh, I think I ought to resolve that. I wasn't really thinking. Oh well. Some more sprites for the grinder. Oh look, grand elves. Yeah, against archers you're going to lose sprites regardless, because they're just going to shoot them. You know, whatever, right? Yeah, we're not going to fight battles we don't have to. Wolf Riders. Cheeky sods. We'll join you for money. I don't bloody want you. Oh look, Elf Castle. Well, it's more of a shack at this point. How many Drenoids are we talking here? Yeah, we'll take those. They're pretty unfeeling and monstrous. They're basically Ents before, you know, the movie came out and they were popular. And we'll have a Mage Guild. Good old Mage Guild. What could possibly go wrong? Probably full of boxes. There's only a few small number of people that will get that joke. And Centaur captains, yeah, just raid them with resources at this point. Do you wish to engage them? No. We'll take the XP from them instead. Expert, legit. I actually want to go expert air magic. Just really change our tune on that one. So what can we build here? Now we've got a little bit of dosh behind us. We're going to go for a Mage Guild level 3 because that never hurt. I think I actually meant to build a resource silo there, but yeah, we're here now. So what's that? Oh, Pendant of Holiness. No, I don't wish to fight the Iron Golems. It's painful. Painfully slow. Alright, so what do we have? We've got a couple of necklaces here. So I've got this bloody Crest of Valor, increases my morale by 1. And I really don't need any of these, so these are like the first things I'm probably going to give away. What does that do? Rends me immune to Death Ripple. Immune to Curse, that's pretty good. So we're going to go, what's Resource Cellar? Resource Cellar gives us 1 gems from that castle, which is good. Gems are good, we like gems. I can build something else now. Resource Silo, which are quite expensive, but it's basically like having a free sulfur mine. Actually, it might be mercury. Yeah, but like mercury's a thing we use apparently. But old man approaches and said, supposedly the witch Verdish has boots of polarity, but she is locked away in prison. Ah, I know where that is. That's not a small artifact. I'll be back because I'm nabbing that. Just yeah, supply battle result. They're sprites. At this point, it's like they're literally subject to requirement. Expendable troops. Yeah, we'll just go back because if that is Armageddon's blade, and they're just going to palm me that and only put it in front of a couple of behemoths. How many behemoths? A pack. Yeah, right. Okay. Which means I'm going to go there and I get my backside absolutely handed to me, but you know what, I am fully prepared to take that risk. Right, that's 5 grand, but that's 5 grand well spent because now we're getting 7,000 a day. You've got to spend money to make money after all. We're going to go here, and the reason we want this castle is because there's a unit, sorry, not a unit, there's a building that will give you 10% interest on any gold you currently have in reserve, so you know, not gamey at all. That's not bad. Yeah, we'll just apply that. We'll go expert, advanced earth magic. Ah, boo. Okay, it just gave me Armageddon's blade. What is that? Oh my god. Okay, it's 3 attack, 3 defense, 6 knowledge, 3 power. Expert Armageddon spell in your hero spellbook. All allied creatures become immune to Armageddon. Okay. Armageddon is basically the nuke everything from orbit is the only way to make sure button. And it does do a stupid amount of damage to all units. We'll take the XP. Okay, they're actually going to let us build a level 2 Mage Guild. What am I going to want? That's quite expensive. I'm not... You see, I'm in 2 minds. I can... No, we're going to go back here, and we're actually going to do that Mage Guild up to level 4, and it goes up to level 5. So what spells do I have? Clone, yeah, that's alright. Disappearing Ray reduces the unit's strength. A single enemy may be targeted multiple times, you basically weaken them down. Anti-magic's really good, renders you immune to all forms of low-level spells. With expert earth magic, you're basically immune to everything. An earthquake, which, yeah, that's alright. It's quite expensive for what it is. We'll go advanced offense. I find ballistics to be a bit too, no way in hell. I can't really afford to be spending money, you know. One gem. just don't need it. I can't justify it. Can't justify it at all. What about these guys? Do we want to attack them? No. I'll take the artifact for absolutely bugger all, thank you. Oh, Armour of Wonder. Could be worth giving a shout. Monolith, one-way entrance. Sounds like a trap to me. Yeah, right, cool. We can go for them now. Yeah, we're going to build the fort and start building some units in here because... Oh, they're coming. Yeah, I'll take that advanced wisdom. .48, we're just going to go straight for the Mage Guild and learn something we don't have. I think we have basically all of that. Right, so what do we have here? Someone who's probably going to try something brave and stupid. Yeah, proper heroes here. Hopefully get a bit of a scrap now. Right, I'm going to park my backside there and just roadblock them. Actually, it's not hard, but pretty snacky. Pretty snacky. I should have known a bit better than to... Right, so what do we have here? Treasury requires a fort and a miners guild, so we're going to have to buy a fort if we want it. There's just, yeah, no two ways about it. We're going to need a fort. A parapet. Well, that's a tough one. What does library give us? A couple of extra spells. I'm going to upgrade the workshop because it gives us archers pretty much early on, and a fair amount of them. Like, that's not an inconsequential amount of gremlins. Right, am I going to fight someone now? Yeah, I mean, I'll take that. Yeah, I'll oh, awesome. Got a speculum. Yeah, speculum. I want to get rid of these though. I want to keep one for the sake of the think of the sprites. But really, you just don't need them. You just don't need them. I've also got Armageddon's Blade now. I've won already. It's silly. I mean, I say that I'm probably now going to lose horrendously. Pyre. I wouldn't have enough. Pyre basically gives us the ability to recruit Firebirds and later Phoenixes. I'm not sure why the two differences between the name Firebird and Phoenix. They could have just gone Phoenix and Ancient Phoenix, but what do we lose here? Yeah. Oh my god. We'll go Expert Earth Magic. Okay, brilliant. What do we have here? A flail. Don't make me laugh. Torso of Legion increases production of 4th level units, so that would be... Okay, that's worth every penny. We're going to go here, and yes, we can recruit another hero, which is going to be that one. We're going to put them in the castle and trade with them pretty much all the stuff we don't need. Don't get any money from it, so we're going to go Miners Guild, and I'm actually going to go up and get some more bits and pieces, because we're going to need that. I'm going to buy a Golem factory, because sod it. How long have I been streaming for? Do you know what? We'll do an hour. We'll do an hour, and I'll call it a day, an evening. I think at that point, because well, that's 20 grand easily spent. Do we have anything left? No, that is. Ah, right. We didn't get any sprites. Oh well. I'm no point crying over dead pixies, I suppose. Is there a button that we can just trade? There used to be a button, or there was a button somewhere where you could actually just trade stuff. So we're just going to go out the castle, get... It looks so stupid. We're going to give them Torso of Legion. I'm going to give them the mace in case they have to defend themselves, which is... Oh, pins and needles with my fingers. Yeah, I'm actually quite happy with that. A bit disappointed we couldn't get all the sprites, but you know, I'm a little disappointed. Right, that's Only 5 grand. Yeah, we'll take that. The 10% of all earnings go straight to the. Well, we get 10%. It's quite funny because somewhere there's a map where basically whatever castle you choose to play, it basically emulates like another 4 of them. And I have gotten to a point where I had 4 treasuries and was getting a 40% interest rate, and remember thinking this is just stupid. Tree of Knowledge, that's like an instant level up. I hope he doesn't want cash. 2,000 gold. Come back and pay me. You're a tree. You're a bloody tree. Just bury it by the roots. What are you going to spend that on? Easy grow. Do you know what? I'm arguing with a tree. Do you know what? If the tree wants to read, I'm not gonna argue with it. If the tree wants to read, just let it read. Oh look, another scrub. No, because you're just gonna throw me into the pits here. No, I'm gonna keep my sprites back. Sod ya. How many of those have I got? 78. Always tempted just to pop Armageddon and see what happens. Damage inflicted is 90 points more than basic Armageddon does 570 points of damage. Ah, go on. Oh look, I won. Oh. Right, okay. So it gives me expert Armageddon and then shoves 90 points of damage on top of that. Oh my god. Right. You get one good item and oh look, another Crest of Valor, because I really wanted another one of those. Oh my god. What's he got? He's a wizard, Harry. We'll get him. He comes with one gremlin. I mean, I don't know. Could be a bit hard. Oh look, genies. Yeah, we'll get some genies. We like genies. Genies are good. Oh look, I'm poor again. This is the problem when you start trying to field larger armies, and there's only one gold mine here, which is I believe this map is actually just called All for One, and I believe that this is actually where it gets its name from. But the Elfie Boy Castle is pretty much where we want to be making our money. So we're just gonna get a bit invasive and just start scouting around. He saw me and was like, no, Sonny Jim. Okay, we got some more cash. We're actually gonna sit on it for a bit. I'm expecting him to run. No, we're gonna let them fight that out, because that's 2 different opposing factions. I'm gonna let them fight it. Right, and if I know them, there's like a little undead castle up there somewhere. They'll have that at some point. Oh look, a warrior's tomb. Of course I'm going to defile it. Oh no, really big negative morale. There's only really 2 units that are going to really, that's going to really affect, and it's sure as hell is not mine. A star axis. Now, I'll be honest with you, you probably won't be able to see that, but it is a 6-pointed star that isn't resting on its point. I'd love to build one of those as like a big altar. I think that'd look awesome. I might give that a go one day, provided I can, figure out how and remember how to use a protractor properly. Struggling with angles at the moment, cannot tell you why. Oh look, 30 grand. Let's wait until day 7 and see how badly we can abuse that. Boy, we can't possibly abuse the money at all. Are you chasing me? Are we playing catchy, kissy, kissy here? Cheeky monkey. And... yep. Oh no, plague. Plague basically means, oh no, you get nothing, mate. Suck it. And it's like, oh, well, alright then. So I've only got last month's stuff to work with, but we can make it work. Oh, it actually has halved everything, where before it used to say population's halved and would give you nothing. But once again, we can make it work. We can make it work. It just works. It just works. Todd Howard reference for all you people out there. And we get some Naga are cool. There's an Empire player squeeing somewhere. We're literally just missing one sulfur, and this is where we can start trading resources that we're not using in too much abundance for a level 5 mage guild. What do we have here? Summon fire elemental. Nah, it's rubbish, wasn't worth the money. What's down here looking like? We're actually going to start doing the actual money up for this place. I'm getting pins and needles in my hand again. I've got no idea why. I haven't got like a proper mouse mat. I'm just playing this on a wood table. It's a pain in the backside. Lots of zealots. They're basically like monks that shoot like balls of holy energy at you. It's really dumb, but it's good fun. So we're gonna go down there and have a little looky. And you know what? While we're here, we can throw our girl passes. We're gonna get these guys a hero. Wow. Right. My name's Thorna. I'm as you can see, I'm made of rocks, but don't let that bother you. Yeah, he is. Oh look, an Earth Elemental whose speciality, bizarrely, is Earth Elementals. Wisdom and Diplomacy, or we can get basic estates. Yeah, we'll get estates. That was, that estates never hurt no one. We'll go to the stables and we'll recruit what is basically in here. Let's have a look. I don't know why I did that, because we know full well that Thuna, who's made of rocks, will not be able to trade with us. And we're going to give them the crest. No, I'm going to keep the cards of luck. That and that. Okay, they've made it so. Because before, like, you could get like 3 crest of valors and just have a stupid amount of morale. And you would end up pretty much, yeah, you can no longer stack abilities off clones of one item, which is completely fair enough, because that was silly. Yeah, we're going to leave that at that for the time being. We're going to put Thuna, who's made of rocks, back into their hole. Oh look, only 10 crystals. Do you accept? How many of you are there? Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take archer units. Arch units are always welcome in my army. Cloud Temple. I do not think so, Sunny Jim. That is going to be a little expensive for me. Just got to make sure they don't get a bit too brave, right? A pack of champions. No, no. Do you accept? How many? Yeah. Champions are a high level unit. We will be having them immediately. And we'll have all the resources. What's this? Okay, yeah, it's Mercury. Okay, just have a little look in the top corner. Okay, 45 minutes. Oh, do you know what? Yeah, we'll start getting some Firebirds. What could go wrong? Except the full industrialization of the destruction of my enemies. What's this? Surcoat of Counterpoise. Interesting. Yeah, we'll take this. We'll take the XP. Advanced water magic. About bloody time. Can't even. Armor of Wonder. Right. So what's this do? This item increases your magic resistance by 10%. That one increases the duration of all your spells by 3. Now I don't know, my power's high enough, so I'll take the resistance, actually, which is really weird coming from me. Now this is a bit bizarre because at some point they start actually getting like boats and stuff, so you start getting amphibious assaults, but there's a castle down here I don't want them to have, but it will be a stretch in my resources. This is one thing I will say about it, like, I'm still setting myself up, I want to point out. I didn't build anything, oops, yeah, I'm getting ahead of myself. Like, I'm still setting up, like, I have not in any way really began sort of making aggressive moves. I've sort of prodded and sort of given a little bit of pointy end of the stick. Oh, hello, what's that? Shield of the Damned, don't mind if I do. Do you accept? Of course I do. More the merrier. I might not even bother with the Firebirds at this rate. A Tree of Knowledge. Boy, I wonder what I can line its pocket with. Oh. No, it's just going to give it to us. Expert logistics. Hell yeah. Wood, wood, no, and more wood. We got wood. Wood's good. Good wood. And we don't have a city hall, so we have to build a blacksmith. Okay, so there's a prison over here. I think it's actually there. But I'm just going to nick a boat when that time comes. So I'm going to take them back up here. We're not going to reload because we've got our army's pretty tasty. They might need that when it comes to defending themselves. Because I'm a benevolent leader, me. But I'm going to start upgrading certain castles at some point because this is getting a little silly. Yeah, we'll just spend the money. Did we spend the money? Yeah, we spent the money. God, it's terrible. And we'll get the Drenoid archers. Yeah, we can just start buggering these things off. Dwarf cottage. Don't know why I'm doing it that way. That's the old way of doing it. Well, here we go. Much better. Then afterwards, what we're going to want to do really is start. I am getting my money's looking pretty good. Like, I'm quite surprised. Upgrade Pyre? Yeah, we can afford it. Alright, how much is that going to cost? A lot. We can afford it. I'm going to put that there. I like my units to be in some sort of relative order. Believe it or not. That is not the order they go in. Much better. Okay, that works. I now got a clear view of how they look. Wonderful. Upgrade the Altar of Wishes. No, literally, that's where you get genies from, an Altar of Wishes. Boy, imagine if such a thing existed. Oh no, it might do. I'm not well versed in the faiths of the world. What I am going to do actually is I want to go into the Subterranean Gate, which is already sounding pretty cool. We've got a sanctuary here. That weirdly will only stop me getting attacked provided I'm in it, which is funny because there's like forces of hell in this game and all sorts of stuff. Like, you can literally recruit devils and it will stop them. I don't want to recruit wolf riders. Scrub. Okay, what am I missing to Mercury. Alright. This is the thing with high level units. It's like Firebirds, they will eat a resource up, basically. I didn't build anything in there. I am a silly boy. I'm going to get rid of the earth elemental. Sorry, the air elementals, I do apologise. I don't believe this one actually really leads it. Mana, well, yeah, mana's nice and replenished. Yeah, they've taken the Necromancer Castle and built a Shroud of Darkness. This is going to lead absolutely nowhere. Oh, no it's not. It's actually going to lead somewhere. No, I do not wish to engage Shield of Yawning Dead. Brilliant. Do you wish to search the tune? The tune? May I increase your knowledge skill by 4? Yeah, and we're now getting a bit ridiculous. Right, so that increases your defense skill by 6. Your defense skill, yeah, of course it's going to be better than the stupid wooden thing. Increase your defense skill by 2. Monolith, 2-way. Minotaurs? Yeah, I'll take them. Oh, it's led us back to the middle of the map. Astrologers proclaim it to be the week of the badger. Okay, they haven't actually gone for them, but alright. Once again, I've been moving on and not upgrading stuff. Oh, sorry, I get a bit carried away, where it's like, no, we're just gonna keep playing. We're actually gonna upgrade the homestead because that'll allow us to recruit Grand Elves. Yeah, we'll give him a spellbook. He needs some magic in his life. I mean, look at him. He's made of rocks. He needs all the help he can get. Yeah, we'll buy everything. And we'll buy all of that as well, because, do you know what? Making ourselves poor is half the fun. Our enemy is pretty much ignoring me completely to, you know, go around fighting. They've got a castle. I'm going to build a lookout tower because it really gets rid of this cover of darkness nonsense. And here we're going to go for a citadel so we can actually start getting some decent number of units in. I keep meaning to do that. I keep forgetting and getting distracted by harder, more shiny units. So look, I want to go up here to find there's going to be no way in hell I'm going to be able to afford most units in that castle, like the way I've just left them to stack. I ain't going to build an artifact merchants because that's just dangerous. We're actually going to leave him with some so 50, 12, because our sprites are getting eaten alive. Bless their little wings. How much is that going to cost? Oh look, I can build 4 of them. If I say build, I can recruit 4 of them. You don't build, depending on your concept of how babies are made, I suppose. And you know what? Because I've got like expert ballistics, and I have not bought a ballista. Ballista purchased. Yes, of course I'm going to buy that. Why would I not buy that? I am going to go down here. I'm going to start playing a bit more of a long game now. Okay, we are coming up to an hour. So we're going to take this. I pretty much own the central and north and northwest part of the map. I do need to get down here and start conquering down here as well. Because with that, now we've got the money coming in, we should be okay. Because that is the trick. Is now I've got my economy more or less stable. I can start moving in. If we start getting short of gold, I can always trade some ore. We've got plenty of ore. That's one thing I'll say about the Elf Castle, the fortress, I think. What's it called? I don't actually know what it's called. That's really bad. Tower. No, that's going to really annoy me. That's going to really annoy me. Dwarf Cottage. We're going to go up here. We're going to build a... what's that going to need? That requires a library, and that never hurts. Does he have a spellbook? He should have a bloody spellbook. If he doesn't, I'll be bloody livid with him. Yeah, I'll take it. Shipyard. Build a boat. A pack of angels. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Wow, that's most of my money gone if I recruit them. They just seem to be like the blue and tan just seem to be going for each other. Do you wish to pursue and engage them? Hell no. Right, so like expert fire magic. She's level 8. I mean, she's a witch. Speciality first aid, fire magic. Do you know what? Oh, and she's got the boots of polarity. Hey, I'm sorry. Guess what, darling? I will be having... what have I got? Magic resistance by 15%. Yeah, and we're just going to deck you out because we can. Like, we are absolutely just gonna. There we go. Lovely. Look at all this. Helps you recover 1 extra spell point a day. Don't need it. I got loads. Got 126 spell power. I really don't need it. Yeah, the castle I'm going to put you in is going to require a lot of, well, whatever the hell that is. Yeah, we'll give you that as well. I'm going to move past this over here. We're going to get... This is the other problem. No, we have more stuff we can build. Enchanted Spring, Pegasi, and we can turn them into Silver Pegasi. Here, we'll start building a fort. This is like the human castle, so it's, you know, boring. And we got to skip it to... no, we do not, Tom. You are not making that mistake over and over again, are you? Like the wazzock you are. Spend a lot of money, get all those in. Because, you know what, we can. As I said, this is where things will begin to get expensive. Now, if I summon boat, Passes tried, summon boat failed. Summon boat, cool. You can literally summon a boat, because just don't question it. The lighthouse grants additional mobility to any ships you control. I ain't gonna need that, because I do not. We might do later on, because I know there is a big fight with a load of devils that we can take at some point, and we'll get passes to do that. Oh, okay, we'll be ending this in about 5 minutes, guys. Tower, Golden Pavilion. We can actually get him some good stuff. I like my heroes to have good stuff. You know, when it's sort of all said and done, like if your defense is only, I am getting to a point where I'm gonna have to stop recruiting stuff, because it's just gonna be too expensive. Like we're now at a point where, I mean, the tower. Yeah, we'll sell the high seas for a bit. Cards of Prophecy again. We'll take those. We'll take those. She can go in here and just sort of, you know, chill out, because, you know, now we're going to have to start focusing on this. So we're going to see if we can get more money in, because at the end of the day, the more we can collect throughout a week, it's like our weekly income is pretty fixed. Like, we're not going to be able to escape that. That's fine. I don't mind having a fixed income per week, but that 10% on top of that is what makes it. You just have to game that completely, which I don't mind, but it is what it is. So Passis can sail the high seas, and there is another gold mine, which I know where that is. It is a bit of a stretch to get to, mind you. No, I skipped that and didn't build anything, you utter moron. We're going to get the lighthouse, because if we are going to do some stuff on the seas, you know, yo-ho, a bottle of rum and all that nonsense, we're going to upgrade the unicorn glaive. I like this game because it's all just, like, there's no blood or guts, it's just good high fantasy. Oh, they are getting brave. Do you wish to engage them? Pfft, no. Breastplate of petrified wood. Oh, that's awesome. Now, if they are getting brave, yeah, we're just going to build a load of units. I'm not worried about him. Lassus. Who is Lassus? Lassus is also a lady. So we would see. Yeah. We're just going to leave it at that, I think, because once again, it's starting to get a little bit expensive. Right. We've got some archers, and maybe we can recruit some pikemen. They're not the worst units, I guess. How much are we earning a day? About 9 grand. No, we're going to have to go through the whirlpool, which means we're going to lose some units. harpy population doubles. Oh no, that's never a good thing. Bloody harpies. Alright, what's in there? Weirdly, you need a barracks to get the Griffin Tower, but they should have just swapped those over. Griffins are OP, man. It's like the only thing. Like, Angels are pretty powerful, but for their level, Griffins are just stupid. Barracks. Right, is there anything I really need to build here? That small number of random resources each week. Now, yeah, John, we'll get that. Right. Oh look, all the sprites fell overboard. Boy, who could have predicted that, huh? There's a lot of derelict ships here, but they're either filled with ghosts or water elementals, and I'm just really not fussed. Oh, big horse. Oh, it's worth it. Oh, it's totally worth it. No, I'm not applying that battle result. Okay, yeah, they're all going to gim the sprites anyway, so who cares? Black dragons. I love the models for them, right? 47. I'm going to need to get some... black dragons are immune to all magic. Oh yeah, I've got expert earth magic. I'm going to be a... We're just going to put those there. Oh right, you can say, well, what takes... What's got the next turn, so that's... Okay, I really wish that makes sense. Oh right, okay, so it goes... Okay, brilliant. So if I attack him, they all take damage. If I get behind him... Oh, look at that. That's why we took those guys. No, that was really, really silly move, because, yeah, now he can get the line. We'll have to take him out. More or less what they predicted. So yeah, we can take the gold mine, all the gold, all the artifacts, and then in this pit of nastiness is something, well, quite bloody nasty, and we'll be going for that at the end game, because it's just a butt ton of XP. At the cost of most of our army, mind you, but you got to weigh that up, haven't you? You got to weigh that up. Start doing the castle up just because we can. Right, gold mine. Of course, we're going to take the money, all of the money, every single stack of it. We want. Give me the money. We'll take the XP. Go on. Right. We'll take the town hall. Give us an extra grand a day. This should really boost us, provided I don't just go out and spend it. Right, what does the Hellstorm helmet do? 1 on the head, increases your knowledge skill by 5, and that increases your knowledge skill by 4. There's no competition. Increases gem production a day. Yeah, I don't see why not. Oh no, it's a ring. Duration spells by 2. Your attack and defense skill by 1. Or angel wings. Oh my god. Well, I don't need a boat anymore. Yes, of course I'm going to search it. Yes, of course I'll apply those results. Expert wisdom. And I've now learned Dimension Door. Well, I've won. There is physically nothing that will stop me now. Because I can fly over obstacles. Yeah, this is okay. This is officially just stupid. Yeah. Dear God. Why would you give me so much power, 3DO? This isn't even my final form. Of course, we'll go for expert water magic. What Egypt wouldn't? Do you know what? We'll take that as well. We'll go down to here, reveal all that. Oh, hello, good sir. I'm just gonna. Don't mind me. I'm just wandering around being perfectly overpowered. Nothing to see here, nothing to see here. Okay, we appear to have pocketed pretty much all the good artifacts that we would want. I mean, admittedly, I'm not exactly playing this on the hardest, like, yeah, about 8%, so it's not like, I'm not exactly overburdened with it, with me going, oh, it's too hard, or maybe it made it a bit easy, but even on like a hard difficulty with all this sort of stuff, if you've managed to get this, I mean, you're so overpowered. I don't know why I just spent that money. Never mind. The Condor. Castle. Thing is, she is one of our harder heroes, because the other ones are all like level 1, and you'd be surprised how quickly they are going to get trashed in a fight. But she just doesn't have any soldiers, and this is the soldiers. So this is the issue we're going to have, is obviously she can be as powerful as she like. If she ain't got no soldiers, she's going to get wrecked. Okay, she's a witch, and do you know what? I ain't even going to argue that one. But we're just going to leave her there until she gets some soldiers. Hell, we could even bring her out and get her to nick someone else's. Because this is... well, that's a really good point. You, my dear witch, can just have those, and I will just bugger them right off, because you've got the castle they actually belong in. And I can go and get some firebirds, which means they're not off the battlefield, and she gets a load of free units, and she gets to keep her morale up, which is all good. Good. Oh, hour and 10 minutes. We're getting back to the castle. Yeah, even if I was faced with a losing scenario, what could they do to catch me at this point? I could run circles around them all day. We're actually going to leave that garrison in there. That is literally every penny I have. Do you know what? We'll start bumping off some resources. We don't actually need this much. We don't really use the gems, but we'll half them. So we can half the stone again, because we get loads of that per turn. Okay. Yep. Right. I hate to use the term we may have already... you can just have all the sprites. I don't care at this point. You guys have won. You guys have won. Well, I've won, but yeah, these guys are the heroes here. They're the ones doing all the hard work. Yeah, do you know what? I'm feeling that cocky. I'm gonna end a turn and not build anything because I didn't realise blue has been vanquished. That's not so good, because now all their attention is gonna be focused on me. Well, oops a daisy. Yeah, that ain't so good. Right, we're gonna leave that one there. I think that's a nice introduction to the stream. All this streaming nonsense. It took me way too long to sort that out. Although apparently no one's has viewed this live. I've got yeah. But either way, I might be back at this tomorrow. I'm really just trying this out, but I would like to play a bit more of this. Until then, I've been Acorn Armories, and you've just had a bit of a heroes game. Provided I can actually get out of this. There we go. Until then, thank you very much for watching. I will hopefully see you all in the next episode.